a couple of things happened yesterday. One, I can't get out of my mind. It's so a 180 of my life that I'm so excited to share with you because I actually was, as I was evolving with my wife, I was like, as her and I were going through this, I was like, I think I might want to pursue this and do it on the radio because it's so creepy. But first, yesterday we had this dog Gabby, she's a little 10-week-old that was hit by a car. This guy found her, so I took her to the vet. That was expensive. Turns out she had to have all this surgery and they might have to amputate the leg. And my wife and I are driving in the car yesterday with our kids, having a conversation. What I really want to get to is what happened before she got the phone call from the vet. But we were having this incredible conversation, which I'm going to get back to. Then the phone rang, and it was the vet calling to say that they were going to amputate the dog's leg.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw the video. Did you see the video?
Did.
Very emotional video, right? Blake's crying, and I happen to have my Snap up, and I just Snapchatted her right then and there. So I'm in the front seat. My wife is driving. My kids are in the back. So I want you to hear a couple things. One is you hear my wife losing it, crying. But you hear my son. I think it's so beautiful when you hear, he says, it's Kemp, my 12-year-old, and he's like, "What's wrong, Mama?" Like, I love when my kids call their mom Mama. Like, they always call Mom, "Hey, Mom, what time is this?" But when there's this moment when they all of a sudden, they're the little kid again, and they say Mama, it just totally touches my heart. But so here's what happened. My wife got the phone call. She's on the phone with the vet.
Okay, bye. What happened, Mama?
What happened?
They had to take her leg off.
They had to take her leg off? And that's that. They had to take the dog's leg off. We're picking up the dog today. But let me tell you what happened before that.
Okay.
So yesterday was a foot fetish day on the radio show. Kyle was getting a pedicure, and I love the shoes you have on today. Love the shoes. I can't wait to post them on Instagram.
Thanks.
So it was all about feet. Kyle got a pedicure in the show, and a lot of foot fetish people reach out to me, and there's a lot of foot people out there that Instagram accounts that I like. If you don't know, I have a foot fetish. I love women's feet. I love my wife's feet. My wife has amazing feet, and I've seen a couple of the foot fan Instagram accounts, and I follow them. They do really good pictures of women's feet. They're really professional. They're really nice. And if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that I like a lot of the pictures. So I get this message yesterday from this guy, and he's like, "What size are Kyle's feet? What size are your wife's feet? I love Kyle's feet. I love your wife's feet." And he goes, "This is my wife." It sends me a picture of his wife on top of a car, on the hood of a car, barefoot, right? So you can see her bottoms of her feet, and they're really nice feet. And I look at his Instagram account, and it says he's from Chicago. We're not on in Chicago, right? So I keep interact with him, and he goes, "What do you think of my wife's feet?" I go, "Those are great feet." And he goes, I would love for you to watch you suck my wife's feet and lick her feet."
Okay,
and then he goes, How do you like a woman's foot? Do you like it dirty? Do you like it sweaty? Do you like it smelly? And I'm like, I don't really like it dirty, but I guess sweaty is cool. I said, when they take off their shoes. And I said, just from a foot fetish point of view.
Here we go. The weirdos are unleashed.
And then he's like, "I would love to come to the studio and lick Kyle's feet." And I was like, I didn't go with that. Move on. And he goes, "But would you suck my wife's toes and my wife's feet?" Is what he said. "I'd love to watch you do that." So I'm reading this, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Pass, right?
I'm driving
pass.
I'm driving the car with my wife, and I'm reading this. So I start telling my wife. I go, "The guy wants me to suck his wife's toes and her feet." And she goes, "Well, I don't care if you do that." And I go, "What?" She goes, "I don't care if you suck her toes and lick her toes." I go, "You don't?" So I'm like, are we becoming like foot swingers right now? I go,
is there such a category?
I go, were we foot? She goes, "No." She goes, if that's something you want to do, go ahead. And then I start thinking about, let's say I was to say, "Okay," and I tell the guy, "I'm in." So then I thought, how does that, like 3:00 in the afternoon, I go knock on the door, they open the door. I'm like, "Hi, how are you? I'm Johnjay, I'm Dave. Oh, and I'm Francine. Hi." And then you're talking, and you take off your shoes. And I just get on my knees, and they're on the sofa, just start sucking her toes and sucking her feet. And I go, "All right, thanks a lot. See you later." Like, I was trying to imagine how that scenario would play out. It seems so
not
awkward.
good. No matter what happens, it's not good.
Why is that not good?
Why is it not good?
Because it's awkward.
Oh, it's
right?
awkward,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's what we're just saying.
It's absolutely awkward.
That is the most bizarre little conversation of all time.
But also to know that happens. Otherwise, he would not have extended the offer to you.
I still haven't got to the big thing. So I want to jump to now. My wife and I are in bed, and we're hugging, face to face, and she has great feet. And so she takes her leg out, and I'm looking at her feet, and I'm touching her feet. And she's got great toenails and great polish. And I'm like, I go, I can't imagine like some guy like me watching some guy suck your toes. I go, I don't think I'd like that. And she goes, I would never let that happen. And it's like, oh, I know, but you said I could go to the people's house and suck their toes. And she goes, I don't know if you should go to their house. She goes, but if you want to, she goes, you go ahead and do that stuff if you want. And you want to kiss people's feet, girls' feet and massage feet. I'm like, whoa. Now, I go on the guy sends me messages. My wife has her own Instagram account. I click on it. It's all her feet. This is where it gets way in my brain. I'm like, maybe I'm going to do this, and I thought this could be fun on the air. I'll Snapchat it, walking up. I can see myself walking down the front row, the front door of the house, knocking on it, coming in. Well, like, what would that be like? So my brain's just going there for fun to see where it goes. I'm scrolling through her Instagram account, and there she has pictures of her and her feet, close up of her feet, and then there's some sort of role playing, and it's a picture of her feet with like a dead body tag.
Yeah.
What do you call that, Grant?
A toe tag.
A toe tag. A toe tag. There's a toe tag on her toes. It's a close-up of her feet with a toe tag as if she's a dead body with her name and her weight and everything on the toe tag. And I look at it, I'm like, all right, that's a little weird, but whatever. Then I scroll down more. More toe tags. More toe tags. There's like 30 to 40 pictures of her in different scenarios with a dead body toe tag on her toe, right?
What's that about?
I don't know what that's about. That's like a whole new dark level that I wasn't planning on going. Like, now I thought I could see myself walking down the path to their front yard, knocking on the door, going, hi, oh, you're Dave? Oh, you're Francine? Come on in. And I'm on my knees and I'm playing with her feet. And also the guy comes behind me with a sledgehammer and then takes me out. I'm like,
we got a bunch of cadaver toes in here for you to have fun with too.
So that's when it got
you're
like
the next cadaver.
That's when it got way like I couldn't see myself. I need to find safer feet to play with for my very first foot swingers project that I'm going to launch on.
This may be one of the more bizarre conversations we've had with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what to say right now.
I know.
I would just say maybe just say no for now. Just like,
No, here's the thing. When you say no, then I have nothing to bring to the table on the radio. If I say yes and I pursue it safely, I have some pretty freaky stuff to share with you, especially with my wife's blessing. Now, do I want to go to the house with the toe tag guy? Probably not. Toe tag guy freaked me out, and I'll post a toe tag picture on my Instagram. I'll do it in a couple seconds.
But what is that? Oh, they like, does she pretend dead?
Yes,
when
I
this is
think so.
happening?
Well, let's hope so.
So
Let's
then
hope she's
not
pretending.
only is that a foot fetish, that's like a dead person foot fetish.
Yeah.
All he does, I go, and what happens when he goes, oh, I massage her feet, I kiss her feet, and I'm like, can't you do that when she's alive?
I think that's a fair question. That would have been my first question, as a matter of fact.
Did they make the room really cold?
Wait, okay, so
happening
look. So these are her feet. There's the toe tag picture. Weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking, that's kind of weird. So I'm scrolling down. There's more feet pictures. Feet. Right, lots of feet. Toe tag. Like, what is this?
It's gross, is what it
Toe
is.
tag.
I can tell you what it is. It's gross.
What?
Right?
Okay, just show me one. I don't want to see it, but just show me
It's
one.
not gross. It's
not
just
gross,
creepy.
it's
It's a
just
foot with a
weird.
toe tag.
Let me see. That is weird.
There's like 30 to 40 pictures.
She does have nice feet, though. I'll give you that.
What happens in these people's lives?
I
This
don't
is like
know, man.
what they do for enjoyment. I don't understand.
So I'm having a conversation, and then the phone call comes from the vet. They have to amputate the dog's leg. My wife starts crying, having a meltdown, and there goes my whole swinging foot life. Where I was like, wait a minute. Get back to. I know, so sorry about the dog removing the leg, but where are you on me playing with feet? Fine, I don't care. Do what you want. Okay, thanks.
So,
Oh my God.
I could have never imagined something so bizarre to come out of that conversation.
I know.
So weird.